What's going on, you guys? It's Perry the Entertainer back again for another video. In this video, we'll be taking a quick look at what happened on last night's episode of Monday Night Raw that took place on October 27, 2014. This is the fallout from Hell in a Cell. And speaking of Hell in a Cell, you guys can click somewhere on the screen, probably in the upper right-hand corner, to a link that will take you to my Hell in a Cell recap that I did on Sunday night. It's definitely a not want to miss. We went over the full show and all that sort of stuff, but in this one, we're not going to go over the entire show, just the stuff that I found very important. And they started off the build up to Survivor Series rather quickly, and they're ready to start, building up these new storylines heading into the next pay-per-view. We started off the show with the Authority coming out there, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, Kane in the ring, and couple WWE Network plugs and all that crap. They bring out Rollins saying that he's happy, and he's happy that he's moving on from Dean Ambrose, and now he's moving on to John Cena. And this capitalized on last week's angle with the curb stomp to Randy Orton. Randy Orton came out and said he's sick and tired of everything. Orton says that the reason he lost to John Cena was because he was curb stomped by Rollins last week, and now he has to go to anger management and all that stuff. And what he said something like, "I'll calm down," because Triple H is telling him to calm down. He's like, "I'll calm down when Rollins is dead." And it's funny because they're making, and I've said this before on this channel, they're making Rollins look like public enemy number one. Just with Brock being out, they need that new next important figure. And now that pretty much everybody and their mother wants a piece of Seth Rollins, well, you know, Seth Rollins is kind of that guy right now, and he doesn't even have to have the championship to be that guy. And I think that's one step uh, above where they should be right now, especially with Brock Lesnar, like I said, being out for probably the next couple months. His next match is gonna be with John Cena for the championship. So, not a whole lot of viewers are gonna come there, but that's what happened there. Orton laid out Rollins with an RKO, and basically the stage is set for Rollins versus Orton somewhere down the road, maybe at Survivor Series. So let me know what you guys have to say about that. Next, after that, we had a tag team title match between Cody and Goldust defending the championships against the Big Show and Mark Henry, which I don't understand because the Big Show and Mark Henry, who have clearly been jobbing or enhancing Rusev over the last couple weeks, these two American disappointments are getting tag team title matches. Yeah, I don't think so, but I think the match was about 7-8 minutes. Cody and Goldust end up getting the victory. Tensions were kind of starting to flare between the Big Show and Mark Henry, and it led to Mark Henry laying out the Big Show, 3 World's Strongest Slams on the Big Show, turning heel for the first time since 2012 or something like that. About the Henry heel turn, it would have been better if it wasn't being, foreshadowed, because a lot of people saw this coming. And second, if there was actually a purpose rather than just kind of, like throwing the belt on Mark Henry, which is what they did 3 years ago when he turned heel. They turned him that so that they had a monster heel on SmackDown. Now they just made a monster heel for absolutely nothing. Maybe, well, we'll get to that in a second. That's another big moment that happened on tonight's Raw. But Mark Henry right now really doesn't do anything. Yeah, it gives the Big Show something, but this is something that's gonna look good long term in WWE. He's not gonna belt. He's not gonna be a top tier guy to win the Rumble, or he's not gonna be a top tier guy to win the Elimination Chamber or something like that. So I don't really understand exactly the purpose of turning Mark Henry into another monster heel, but I'm not gonna stand opposed to it. I absolutely love the Mark Henry heel character. Mark Henry back in 2011 was probably the favorite. The most exciting I've ever seen Mark Henry in a role was in 2011. So, let me know what you guys have to say about that. What do you guys think about Mark Henry turning on the Big Show after so many weeks of basically it being built up? AJ Lee versus Alicia Fox was a stupid match. It was for the Divas Championship. After the match, Paige and Alicia Fox kind of got into it, and basically that's what the fuck happened there. John Cena came out after that and cut a very long promo. I was getting my dinner at the time, but it was with him and Stephanie McMahon. Basically, it all led to they were trying to get a truce or something with John Cena so that Cena didn't come at them and they didn't come at Cena. I don't remember what happened there, but basically it all led to Team Cena versus Team Authority. This is the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match that we are going to be seeing at this year's Survivor Series match. which is good because I don't think we had one last year, and if we did, I don't remember it, and that's not good. So, um, we're gonna have Team Authority versus Team Cena. We're gonna be finding out who's gonna step up against the Authority. So maybe some faces are gonna come up and try and challenge the Authority. I think Triple H said something about bringing the Future up. So a lot of people are speculating that they're gonna start bringing up some guys from NXT as their team. No, it's probably gonna be guys like Rollins, Kane, Gold, and Cody Rhodes, and probably Bray Wyatt against Cena, Orton, the Usos, and did I wait? Cena, Orton, the Usos, and Dean Ambrose. That's what I have a feeling is going to be the 5-on-5 thing. But hey, it is a main event, and especially with Brock Lesnar being out, you're definitely going to need something in place for that. Especially does not draw attention away from the main storyline right now, which is the storyline. So I'm glad that WWE is trying to, trying to keep it within the realm of you guys get exactly what I mean though. They're trying to. I'm trying to see how I can word this that would make it make more sense here. They're drawing attention to the main storyline without using the championship, and I think that, like I said, that's a very good thing. A couple minutes ago, I just said that they just they're turning Seth Rollins into public enemy number one, and I think that's definitely something very good, especially with a champion that's not going to be there every week. You have to have that big figure there that a lot of everyone wants to get their hands on, and in this case, it's Seth Rollins for doing what he's done over the last couple of months to Dean Ambrose, to John Cena. Now Randy Orton wants a piece of him. So, all in all, I think it's pretty good there. Miz Dow and the Miz versus the Usos happened. The Usos got a roll up victory. So you got to know about that. Hulk Hogan did his. Basically this was the end of the Susan G. Komen thing. So breast cancer awareness month is pretty much gonna be over next month. So they had to give their little goodbye and thank you for buying all this merch and stuff. And then the next part came, and this was the part that everyone's talking about right now. Bo Dallas coming out to the ring, and he issued an open challenge to in the room. Anybody who wants to step up, Bo Dallas, and turned out to be none other than the Ryback. Yes, everybody on Twitter was up and Adams. They were happier than hell. Ryback is a babyface again. The Feed Me More chants were out and about, and the match was about 35 seconds. And Ryback got his dominating victory. Same thing we've gotten from him since 2012. And I gotta be honest, Ryback is a natural babyface. I don't see this character being a real heel. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy him with Paul Heyman, and I did enjoy him with Curtis Axel and the Ryback tag team. Don't get me wrong with that. But I felt that A, a lot of it was forced, and B, it was done at a wrong time because Ryback at the time before he turned heel was one of the most over guys in the company. But what I didn't like about it was the fact that they put him in that position because John Cena got hurt. So they had to throw him against CM Punk. And then the shit that happened at Hell in a Cell then happened. And then they had the triple threat match at Survivor Series, and that's when the Shield debuted, and Ryback's just hit his shit's been hitting the fan for the last 2 years now. Now Ryback is back as a babyface. He has a clear path. There's no one in his way. No way for WWE to force a push on him. Push him too fast. And right now, I have a feeling that this Ryback run is going to do a lot better than the 2012 one. And when he does get to the championship picture, it's going to be a more gradual process rather than just forcing him because John Cena got hurt. So, I'm pretty happy Ryback is back. And, and this is coming from the guy who absolutely hated when he was feuding with CM Punk. So, yeah. Yeah, the tides have turned. So, Ryback is a babyface now. What do you guys think about that? Ambrose and Bray Wyatt called each other out. Bray Wyatt appears on the screen and says how they're both victims of the system. This world is not made for them, and says he's not Ambrose's brother, but he knows him. Why? Because he is him. Basically, I love how this. I mean, right now this feud looks like it's going to be taking on one crazy versus the other crazy, and like something different about Bray Wyatt. Maybe it's because of the fact that he doesn't have the his two guys behind him anymore, but Bray Wyatt seems more like menacing. He's more like he has that Undertaker. I said this on the review. He's got that Undertaker ministry deal to him, and that's pretty hard to do considering you can't crucify people weekly on a daily basis. You can't have people drink your blood after you slit your wrist on live TV. You can't really do that. You can't force anyone to get married. Well, we're not going to get into that either, but I like this new Bray Wyatt, and I really like how he's just taken on this more darker persona than the dark one he already had. Like, he had the night sky, now it's just like pitch fucking black. Like it's if you stepped into a dark hole, or you turn your TV off, or fuck, you close your eyes. How about that? Like that dark. It's Bray Wyatt is more menacing, and I like it, and I like how Ambrose is keeping up. He's keeping up his kind of craziness kind of thing going on. He didn't know why Bray did what he did, but it's a crazy world. Remember, you don't screw with Dean Ambrose. Made like a big jungle reference and everything, and I have high hopes for this feud, and I hope that as long as Dean Ambrose stays out of the damn kitchen, and I mean for real, and I mean don't fucking spray the dude with mustard and ketchup, or don't beat up a mannequin with them, or don't slime him, or don't do any of the shit that he did with Seth Rollins. If he does this, then Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt is going to be viewed as probably one of the best feuds of the PG era. I can definitely go as far as to say that. So what do you guys think about the Bray Wyatt Dean Ambrose feud? Nikki versus Naomi happened. I'm sure you guys don't really care about that. All everybody cares about is Brie Bella being her little bitch, her little butler. What you guys can take that as is. Kane versus Dolph Ziggler happened because I guess John Cena was talking to Dolph Ziggler, and Kane's like, "Oh, you're gonna join Team Cena. Oh, we need to do something about that. We need to punish you." So Kane got a match against Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler won with a roll up, and this was one of the most boring matches I've ever seen Dolph Ziggler compete in, and that's very, very bad to say about your Intercontinental Champion. So I'm more so putting the blame on Dolph Ziggler because of the fact that he's the young guy. I'm not expecting Kane to go out there at shit, what is he, like 40, 43, 44, 45 or something like that? He's an old dude. He's the oldest, I think he's the oldest active wrestler on the roster right now. I'm not expecting him to put a fucking 5-star match classic every week, but I'm expecting Dolph Ziggler to do that because that's what Dolph Ziggler's known for. So I shouldn't be sitting through boring ass matches like this. I can't believe I was actually missing the Cowboys and Redskins game for this fucking match, is basically what I'm saying. Anyway, the main event was Seth Rollins versus John Cena, an easily match of the night. Both guys were going at each other hard. All sorts of counters, and from STFs to Cena took a bad buckle bomb, which looked, like I said, when I say bad, I mean like that, like legit looked like it legitimately hurt. Cena knocking him to the outside and going for a suplex. Rollins reversed, nailed a powerbomb. That's why I said Rollins goes for the curb stomp, but blocked. Cena locks in the STF, but Kane comes in for the disqualification, so Cena does technically win. After the match, Dolph Ziggler comes out, and then for some reason the entire locker room goes out there. They all start fighting each other, and all the Authority escape and everything. John Cena FUs, I think, Bo Dallas and Heath Slater, and John Cena stands in the middle of the ring watching the Authority from the stage, and that's how the show ends. I don't know if WWE was promoting SummerSlam, or not SummerSlam, Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble, because that's kind of what they do to lead shit into the Royal Rumble. But that's how they ended Raw. Like I said, they weren't really pulling any stops as to building up for the next pay-per-view, but I feel that they didn't do the best job with that ending. I felt that they could have just had like a solid winner between Cena and well, now that I think about it, you really can't have a solid winner between the two big faces of the company right now, both on the face and heel side right now. So I guess it's okay for a disqualification finish, but I think that WWE should have just avoided the the roster coming out there. Hell, I would have rather have seen, if you want to have the entire roster go out there and fight, and then like have Orton sneak up to behind Rollins, RKO, Rollins on the stage, and have him go have that end the show. I think that would have ended. That would have left more of a lasting effect on our minds. But overall, I thought the show did its job, being the trying the transitional point from Hell in a Cell now to the buildup of Survivor Series. I think now is when people are going to start hopping on and seeing what does, as the card starts forming, what's going to start, who's going to be coming back. Hell, they start bringing someone back every week. So what role is Ryback going to have? What do you guys think about Mark Henry turning heel? Is he going to join the Authority and Big Show's going to be the babyface? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? No Rusev tonight, by the way. Just saying. I didn't see him tonight. A bunch of other guys were missing today too, but most the key things coming out of tonight, the build up to Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt is looking very promising. Brie and Nikki Bella, you shouldn't give a damn about. Dolph Ziggler can't work with anyone over 40. What else happened? Randy Orton hates the Authority now. Well, he hates Seth Rollins, but I'm sure he hates the Authority for sticking with Rollins. So I get Randy Orton's babyface now, basically. And Team Authority versus Team John Cena has been confirmed for some Survivor Series. So who do you guys see on their separate, their respective teams? I think I said mine earlier on in the review, so I'm not going to repeat it. But let me know what you guys thought about Raw tonight. Was it a thumbs up, thumbs down? And yeah, that's about all I got to say about that. Until next time, this is Perry the Entertainer signing out, and I will see you guys Wednesday for my hashtag spoilers episode. So be sure to tune in for that. Till next time, peace. Thank you guys for watching.